What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. So some of you guys begged for this video. Here the fuck it is. Now, I don't know what it is, man. Some of you guys are just like fixated with Floyd Mayweather and everything surrounding him, particularly the gossip, the bad stuff. Like, yeah, you like clap your fingers together. You know what I mean? Rub your hands together. He's getting sued. Yes, like I don't know. Maybe get your kicks off that. A lot of people are asking me to talk and my thoughts on Luis Cuba Arias and him being released from TMT. So let's go for it. Let's talk about it. I'll give you my uncut thoughts like I always do. And I don't have too much to say. I watched the video, the confrontation video, and I trust me. When it comes to situations like this, I'm gonna give you my real opinion. And I've interviewed Luis Cuba Arias in the past. You know what I'm saying? He had nothing but good things to say about Mayweather Promotions. However, I understand where he's coming from. He's saying that why you have to send someone else to tell me that I'm being released. Why can't the actual head of the promotions, either Floyd or L or B, somebody in a position of power, why can't they actually release me or, you know what I mean, call me into the office? So if you worked at Circuit City, I picked the one fucking place that's out of business. Anyway, if you worked at Walmart or whatever and you were getting fired, your equal shouldn't be telling you you're getting fired. You know what I'm saying? It should really be your department manager, your supervisor, store manager, something like that. So that's what he was saying. So I understand that. I get that. I don't really know much more than anybody else. I haven't reached out to Luis Cuba Audias. I got his phone number and stuff if you guys want me to try to set up an interview or whatever. So I don't really know much other than what he said. And he said, and from what it sounds like, a lot of this is stemming from his relationship to Hasim Rahman, the Rahman family, and they're tight knit. You know what I mean? They're close, and obviously Floyd's being sued by them. So you know what I'm saying? It was just, I guess, maybe a bad look for Floyd, and he decided. So I'm not really shocked by any of this. If you know anything about Floyd, he likes to have his way. You know what I'm saying? He likes to be the man in charge. He likes to grab the bull by the horns, and he likes to, you know what I mean, dictate. So I'm not really surprised by that, you know what I'm saying? And ultimately, I think what it boils down to is ego. Just like my name, ego. It's all going to be based on ego of a situation, you know what I'm saying? It's like a blow to you when you have someone under your banner or whatnot and they're on the low or whatever, they're cool with the quote unquote enemy. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not surprised. This stuff happens all the time. Some of you guys just seem to rejoice when it happens with Floyd. But if you listen to music and hip hop, this is a common theme. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got that because you with him. You know what I mean? That kind of attitude. If you look at 50 Cent, 50 Cent didn't have no beef with Fat Joe and Jada. Sorry, I just had to do the Jada. He didn't have beef with those guys. He had beef with Ja Rule and Ja Rule's imprint, which was Murder Inc., Irv Gotti, and all them, Ashanti and all them bitches. So that was the beef. But since they all teamed up and did the New York, I got a hundred, New York, they did that song, which was an anthem. It was actually making some noise. And that was the enemy at the time. You know what I mean? Probably still is. I don't think Ja Rule and 50 ever mended their relationship. Since that was the enemy, 50 went something special. 50 went bad on Jada and Fat Joe for joining forces with them and actually doing a song with them. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like this happens all the time. They got that just because they were with them. I think same thing with Tupac. I don't think Tupac really had issues with everybody in New York. I think he had issues with Biggie and Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Puffy, Puff Daddy, whatever you want to call him, Sean Combs. He had beef with them. And then the other people got caught into it guilty by association. Like, oh, they was running with the crew, you know what I'm saying? Like Nas and Mobb Deep, Jay-Z. Jay-Z was cool with Biggie, so therefore he got it too, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I really think happened with this Floyd Mayweather situation. You're lumped in. And I could think of these examples all day. Another one just for you hip-hop fans, Eminem. Eminem was beefing, maybe it was the Benzino and Ja Rule beef, I want to say. I might be wrong. I might have my facts mixed up. But anyway, Eminem had a beef, and DJ Green Lantern Like he either he played the music from the person he was beefing with, or he spoke out on the situation. Next thing you know, he's taken off of Shade 45 radio, and he was no longer a part of it. But before that, Eminem was repping DJ Green Lantern and all of his mixtapes and people that were signed at the time, Stat Quo and all these people that were signed to Eminem at the time. What's the dude's name with the Gotta Have Some Teeth? Obi Trice. All these people, their mixtapes were, you know what I mean? He was doing mixtapes for them, or at least releasing their songs, spinning their songs and stuff. And then because of that association, or because he spoke out on a situation that was like testy, like a fragile situation, he got cut, he got axed. And then Eminem brought in Alchemist, producer Alchemist, DJ and producer Alchemist, and that was that. So I think this is pretty much the same thing, just egos. And when you have a position, when you're in a position of power, you don't want to give, you know what I'm saying? You'll get rid of that pawn instead of give up that space. You know what I'm saying? Like everything, especially a guy like Floyd, everything is like psychological warfare. You know what I mean? Before his fights, he tries to mentally fuck with people and stuff like that. So I think Floyd's ego, he has that kind of Napoleon complex. He's not going to be cool with the fact that you're cool with the enemy. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't work with them. It's just like if somebody in the crew was fucking around and kicking it with 50. Why would you know what I'm saying? He wouldn't want that. He wouldn't want that. If he's beefing with 50 Cent, then he's not going to want his people, Jay Leon Love, running around, or DJ J Bling and shit. He's not going to want them fucking and associating. And I've actually seen that, like, situations where it'll be someone, let's say Jay-Z when he had the nightclub, it'll be Jay-Z's DJ, and if Jay-Z's beefing with someone, let's say Nas or whoever he's beefing with, Cameron, that DJ will be put on notice, like, don't play Cameron's music because Jigga got a problem with that. Hove got a problem with him. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen people go through great lengths like that, and it's all about power, giving up position, ego, and different things like that. So I think that's what Luis Cuba Arias is the victim of. It could be something deeper. I don't really have any kind of inside intel on this particular situation. Other than that, I'm just giving you my perspective since you guys were asking. And some of you guys, like I said, you love the Floyd gossip and you just want to hear about it. We could be talking about something totally different, and I could be like, damn, Steven Spielberg outdid himself. E.T. was a real good movie. I like how they brought in Reese's Pieces and Elliot, and people would be like, you know what? Speaking of aliens, Bernard Hopkins is the real alien. At least he's willing to fight Kovalev. Mayweather's not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all bring Mayweather into shit don't have nothing. I'll talk about Chicken Little and Mayweather will come up. Yeah, the sky is falling. Pacquiao, you're ducking Pacquiao. The sky is falling, Mayweather, you bitch. Like, y'all go crazy when it comes to Mayweather. You find some kind of way to bring up Mayweather's name. So that's a taste. That's my thoughts on the whole situation, since some of you guys were asking me and you want my take on it. And I think that's what it boils down to. Control, power, giving up position, pride. You know what I mean? All those things get in the way when you're talking about a business. Floyd Mayweather has an imprint. You know what I'm saying? He actually has like soldiers on the front line, and he's supposed to be the general. So he probably felt it was a bad look to have someone so close to his newfound enemy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Some of you guys hate Floyd. I don't like I said, I've interviewed Cuba Audias, and he's a cool dude, real down to earth. But given that same situation, I'm not saying I would handle stuff with him because we're two different people. But I mean, it's just the way of the world. I don't know that I would drastically. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I have to be in the situation. I just don't know if I would do things much differently, or if I would want that in my camp. You know what I'm saying? If I'm starting my movement and then there's someone who's affiliated with someone that I have problems with, you know what I'm saying? I think that would be pretty common for a lot of people to cut ties. But leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Was it fucked up? Did it make sense? Was he the best fighter on the banner? Do you want to hear his side of it? Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like my video. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.